Hello guys, welcome to MLDT Season 8 C Finals. I'm excited to see how these matches are going to go today. We're going to have Requiem versus Hydra. And yeah, I'm just excited. I don't know what to expect, which I think adds to some of the fun. Um, Let me see you guys' thoughts. Who do y'all think is gonna take it? Just throw it out there in the chat. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I see a lot of you saying finally. You guys are waiting, huh? Oh, I'm seeing some Requiem fans in the chat. I'm seeing some Hydras. Oh, Hydra coming out in numbers. Any hints for the codes? Your only hint is to keep watching. Yeah, that's your hint. You want codes? You gotta keep watching. Oh, I'm seeing more Requiem supporters. For you guys in the chat, did you guys also participate in MLDT? Okay, so we are jumping into the draft of our first game of this best of 5 series. So already starting off, we're seeing the R lot being taken off of the board, and I love these bans, right? And in response to that, we're going to see Groot taken off of the board. Arlott is very dominant in that EXP lane position, especially when we're running. Sometimes we'll see the fighter in the gold lane composition as well. So we're taking out a lot of people who can jump in that front line. They have the sustainability as well as that damage and invade potential. Grok being taken off of the board. I'm a mage main, okay? I absolutely despise going up against Grak. I do not want that hero in any of my matches. I always ban Grak. CC, amazing ban, just as the Arlot. She's being played in that gold lane position and she's very dominant. If you actually do want to run an ADC, you can't really gank a CC, and her damage, her sustainability, her poke potential is just off the chart. So I love the CC ban, and something about these bans is just letting me know that both these teams, they know how to draft, they know what they want to do. They're taking out the Matilda. Matilda, I understand it, but there's answers for it. If a team goes Matilda roam, don't be scared, because once you take out that Matilda, they're usually gonna run something like a fighter in that jungle. If they have no Matilda, they have no frontline, they're not gonna be able to have any engages. So that's just something y'all can keep in mind. If the Matilda does get open, try to take her down, and you're gonna deny the team that's running her a lot of openings. So that's just something to keep in mind. But again, these teams know what they're doing, so the Matilda is a good ban to take out. She can create openings, she can create escapes. We're also going to see that Kimmy being taken off of the board, and again, very solid, but there's still a lot of things open. The Zushin is open, the Yve is open, very strong picks there in terms of roam. Hylos has been a pretty good roamer. In recent times, I've seen a lot of teams also running that Minotaur because of his buffs. They are going to go for the YSS. I'm not sure how I feel about it. The Lancelot is open. The Hayabusa is open. There's a lot of things that is a little bit more dominant. The Fredrin, Xborg is also open. There's a lot of things that I would prioritize over the YSS. The recent nerfs he's had has kind of bumped him down a little bit in terms of performance, but hey, maybe they know something that I don't, and I'm excited to see how they're gonna make him work after the changes. Lapu. Okay, see, I called it. Perfect. You have the Eve, you have the Lapu Lapu, but responses to that, blue side can also pick up the YZ. That's gonna add a lot of pressure. It might make the game a little bit unplayable for the Eve. She's gonna have to be, very careful with when she drops down that real world manipulation. Okay. I like the response with the Angela and the Esmeralda. A lot of those things can go into that back line and make the game a little bit more unplayable for the Eve. Florin is open, but I'm thinking that they don't want the Lapu Lapu to be the only front line that they go for. If you are the red side. But there is still answers to that. They can pick the Xborg and have that be a flex pick to either go in that gold position, or they can run it in the jungle position as well. Fredrin is still open. That can... Okay, that's new. That is definitely interesting, but I'm gonna say why it can work. Fanny, she has the wave clear. She can have that lane advantage. She can also, depending on what they decide to go for in their gold lane, she can make that early game to mid game stage a little bit difficult. So I do think the Fanny has its advantages. I just think it was... Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Fanny. Like, the draft was looking good up until that Fanny, but hey, sometimes we get shocked when we see Fanny picked in MPL, right? And the Fanny does wonders. So it could work. It could work. We've seen it work before. Looking at the bans in the second phase of the draft, Alice and Gato being taken off of the board. Very strong. Ruby, again, she can be flexed into that gold lane position. You can't really gank a Ruby. She offers a lot of crowd control, sustainability, as well as damage. Do not underestimate the damage of Ruby. Um, Granger ban, I don't think that the blue team is looking to pick a Granger. They already have the YSS. They have Esmeralda and Angela. They don't really have frontline. Um, I really think it's gonna be so strong if they pick up the X-Borg on the blue team and put that in the gold lane. I really think that's gonna be so strong. Or run the Esme. No, no, put the X-Borg gold. I think that's gonna be pretty solid for them. Um, I'm really lost. I'm really lost in who has the better draft so far. I think I'm gonna have to give it to blue.
Rocks need no protection from the rain.
Baxia. I mean, I guess for the anti-sustain, it could work. But Basha in the roam position, I really don't like that. I feel like they should have ran the Basha jungle. Basha jungle is really strong, especially going up against the YSS. Basha can invade. They have a Eve. They can follow up. They have the Lapu Lapu. They can follow up and apply a lot of pressure. But Basha in the roam position,
Let's go.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Conspired to bring you to me.
Everthal is a pretty decent. Who is gonna frontline? That's all I'm gonna say. Zushin into the Fanny. I mean,
I trust this will be worthy of my talents.
picking Natan into Irithel though, into a direct counter, that's kind of saying, hey, you may counter me, but I'm better than you. So we'll see. That's some smack talking. Let me know who you guys think has the better draft. I would have personally done things a little bit differently on both ends. But yeah, we'll see. You guys, this is MLDT Season 8. This is the finals, and we are watching Hydra versus Requiem. I'm Rem. I'm going to be casting today's matches. Shout out to MLBB official Discord for putting this together every other season, and thank you guys, the members, for your support, because without you guys we would not be able to do any of this. So give yourselves a huge shout out and let us enjoy some of these matches together. Shout yourselves out. Okay, looking at win conditions, I want to see that Fanny doing work early game. I really want to see that Fanny applying pressure early game again. I don't really like the Basha in the roam position. I just think it's going to be a little bit slower when it comes to rotations and answers. Like, imagine this, okay, you guys? Basha in the jungle, and then you run a roam like Chip or something. I think that is going to pair up pretty well when you do run. We're seeing a little bit of like an engage happening where the lethal is. Fanny's been taken quite low up there. We're seeing Esme freezing out the Lapu Lapu a little bit. We're already seeing some early game rotations. They're looking for, and yes, that's going to be first blood into the hands of the red team. Okay, so the blue team was able to pick up the first turtle, and if you're playing YSS, you know he is very good at snowballing. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 sec, please. Okay, we're seeing a little bit of an engage here, stopping that recall. A nice falling star moon coming in from the Esmeralda. We are seeing the hard guard onto YSS. He is going to get out with a slither of HP, and that is going to be a team fight in favor of the blue side. Now, I like these rotations that I'm seeing coming in. And one of the things that I will point out is when you run like something like the Fanny, she is gonna have to prioritize getting that blue buff. So yeah, we're gonna see who's gonna be taking the second neutral objective. They are looking for a gank onto the Esmeralda. They are going to take her out and potentially try to get the second neutral objective. We already see it getting proxied here. There is a bit of a number advantage. We are going to see X-Borg go in with the Bravest Fighter stance and that flicker combination going in. Down comes the real world manipulation. Fanny is going to go ahead and secure that turtle, but the members are quite low. We are going to see a knock-up coming in from Zushin, and they are going to get a kill. And we are 1-1 across the board in terms of neutral objective. Forcing out that flicker onto Natan, but it's not going to be enough to save his life. That is going to be gold laner for gold laner, baiting out that battle spell coming in from that Zushin. Sorry, I confuse Zushin and Zaytan quite often. Please tell me it's not just me. What I want to see is I want to see some more attention put into that gold lane. I think a lot of these team fights has the possibility to sway depending on whose gold laner can be present. Aritho is currently decently ahead of the Natan, and she does counter the Natan. So I think getting her out of that lane and having her potentially be a little bit more free from this Fanny is going to help them a lot. Speaking of her being free from Fanny, she was taken down. Um, and again, this is what I was saying, right? I don't really like the Angela. Angela has to prioritize one person. There needs to be some type of frontline. Lapu does find a two-man stun with the bravest fighter stance. Um, Not gonna find anything else just yet. Yeah, it's a little bit of some poke happening here. We are seeing the turtle reset a little bit. Esme did go in. Oh, a nice retribution coming in from YSS. He is going to be able to get that kill. Angela is going to apply that slow onto the Roam Basha. They are going to get that kill. Zushan was able to pick up that kill onto the Eve as well. They are starting the invade, and I think here is where the snowball starts for Team Hydra. We are going to see them pick up that kill onto Natan as well. And they are going to direct their attention to this gold lane. Now, I like this trade. They're going to open up the map. They did lose the tower in the bot side, but this is going to help them a lot because, like I was saying before, whichever one of these teams can have that Arithel, not Arithel, their gold laner with them, it's going to help them get the upper edge in terms of these team fights. And it is genuinely up to Hydra to keep this snowball up because of their composition. I think when it comes to late game, once those items start scaling in, I've seen and personally I have carried games with Eve. Eve is very strong, especially when she gets that poke. Her first skill essentially can get to the point where it has no cooldown and it's going to be hard to engage. And their only frontline right now is going to be that Esmeralda with that hard guard from the Angela. And Eve can do a good job at poking her out and bursting her down before she can actually reach the backline. So I think they need to focus on their snowball. We are seeing some crowd control being played in here. Esmeralda having to use that flicker to escape. And again, see, this is why I'm not really a fan of the Basha in the roam position. He's not one of those tanks that is super defensive, and the reason why he works and he is super tanky in the jungle is because he has a lot of farm. So now he's kind of like a support. He can't really do much to peel for his team. I think they should give up this turtle. Fanny's not there. And it's like I was saying in the draft, this is what she's gonna be good for. This is what she's gonna be good for. Getting those lanes cleared. Okay, we're seeing another engage happening here. Nice shutdown onto the Zushin, and that's gonna be a double kill actually for Requiem. Okay. Okay, looking at some of the items being picked up, we are going to see YSS having 3 of his core items as well. But looking at the red side, we are seeing Eve with the anti-lifesteal, Fanny as well, having her core items being picked up so far. And it's looking pretty solid across the board. I do think that they have the potential to catch back up as long as they keep finding these pickoffs, right? They are getting a lot of trades. I would like to see that shut down onto the YSS. He's gotten pretty close. a few times, but they need to secure that kill, you know? Oh, we're seeing Basha going in from the back line, but he does not have the defense or sustainability to do so. We are going to see Eve try to help with the real world manipulation. Fanny is going to be able to pick up that shutdown. Natan chipping 1 of 1 quite low, but ultimately it's a 1-to-1 trade, and I do think it's a good trade that they made. Taking off the roamer for that YSS. Just what I said, that I wanted to see a shutdown on him. Who am I? Call me Rem the Prophet, not Rem the Caster, okay? Call me Rem the Prophet, y'all, because I just prophesized this happening. We are going to see Fanny as well getting a shutdown onto her, which is unfortunate because now they're going to put some pressure onto this buff, and they are going to... Oh! Natan was able to grab it, actually. We are going to see a nice engage. Reworm manipulation comes down. Lapu with the bravest fighter stance, being able to apply some crowd control. Esmeralda as well going to be taken off of the board, and that is going to be 2 members down for the side of Hydra, which puts Requiem into a very solid position. They went from a 4K gold deficit to just under 2K. And if this is not looking like a comeback, I don't know what is. We are going to see Angela using her hard guard pretty prematurely. Lapu is trying to open some pressure. He is going to be taken down for his overcommitment there, though. Both these teams, I think, need to work on their overextension. I think overextending is going to be the death of both these teams. They got this Lord, unfortunately, could not really do anything for it. They couldn't even get that tower in the mid lane just yet, but maybe they can get a pick off, right? Even though it's going to be hard because they have Abasha in their own position. I would have honestly preferred a Hylos over the Basha. It could do so much more for them. Like, honestly, we're gonna see a nice Brave Fighter stance, but he's gonna be bursted down. Fanny is getting bursted down by the Aretha with her heavy crossbow as well. YSS with that double kill. At this point, it's gonna be Requiem climbing up Mount Everest at this point, right? It's gonna be an uphill battle for them. We are gonna see a flicker coming in from Zushin there. She is gonna pick up that kill with her Sky Piercers. They applied the snow, that's gonna be a double kill as well. They're playing out these minions. It's just Lapu. Lapu goes in with the bravest fighter stance, but no! It does not matter how brave he is. That tower still has a lot of stage fright. And that's going to be game 1 going into the hands of WCE HYDRA. And they were able to pick up the first game of this series. Looking at the stats here, Angela is going to be able to pick up that MVP. Perfectly played. It's just this is what you call team cooperation, right? They have a snowball composition and they were able to do just that. I think if you are Requiem, focus on the draft a little bit. I saw some people supporting the Fanny in the chat, but that Fanny offered a little to nothing. She was a saving grace, but it's a 5v5, not a 1v9. You know what I mean? So just some things to keep in mind. Focus on that draft. Don't ever run Basha in the wrong position ever again. Like ever. Don't do that. And yeah, we'll see what happens in game number 2. Okay, you guys have been asking. You guys have been asking, and now is the time. So I hope you guys are good at racing because the first code to be redeemed is going to be posted right now. So run along and test how fast your fingers are.
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Navigators safeguard the lighthouses across the Nexus Sea. It is a responsibility that we must uphold. I'll always be with you.
Target acquired! Frontier Justice! Ready, go! For all the Laylas out there!
Layla! Now!
You should have never tampered with the lighthouses. Because I am a navigator! I'm gonna be the best navigator ever!
I know you will.
I thought it was finally over. Until I heard the whisper of the void.
Clouds, follow my flow. Let the shifting cloud witness our adventure!
Permission to come aboard, Captain! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to MLDT Season 8 C Finals. Today we have Hydra versus Requiem, with Hydra taking the first game of the series. So now we're just gonna wait for the members to rejoin the lobby and we will get started shortly. While we wait, how are you guys doing today? How is everyone? I hope you guys are having an amazing week so far. Mhm. I'm happy to see that most of you are doing good. And if anyone needs to hear this, if you're not doing good, things will get better. Just keep your head up high and remember that every roadblock is temporary and it's just preparing you for the smooth adventures that lies ahead, okay? So remember that. Okay, everyone is here. Looks like we're getting ready to start very, very soon. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see who the season 8 champions are going to be. Now, I also want to say congratulations to both these teams for making it to the finals. I'm pretty sure that has not been easy for them to like accomplish, going through so many different teams and brackets and stuff like that. So for them to be in the finals is a pretty huge deal. So congratulations to both these teams nonetheless. Um, but with every competition, there can only be one winner. So, okay, we're heading into the draft of game number 2. Now, for a refresher, for those of you who weren't here for game 1, Hydra did take the first game of this best of 5 series. And yes, so looking at the bans, we are going to see a Lancelot being taken off of the board, very solid. Again, Arlot being taken off, I'm assuming it's going to follow the game 1 method where we're going to see maybe the CC as well being taken off of the board again, maybe the Ruby, and stuff like that. So
They call me a hero because I saved my nation from falling apart.
okay, so it does seem that
Welcome to Grok's castle, tiny friend.
the YSS is that's looking like a respect ban coming in from Requiem here. They don't want them to run a snowball composition again.
Butterflies born by thy wish, guided by land.
And I like it. Zushin being taken off of the board. I mean, yes, I get it, but I feel like there's answers to a Zushin. Okay, CC's open. CC Ruby, I would pick CC here. No doubt about it. CC can be flexed. I think she's the best flex right now. She can go against the Lapu Lapu. She can go against the YZ. Take the CC. If you're Requiem, take that up. You're good for the rest of the game. What else can you do? CC's open. CC's open. If we don't take CC here, we're selling.
Let's make this celebration
Thank you.
sparkle like a
Thank you.
winter
Thank you.
wonderland.
Okay. Thank you. CC gonna be prioritized as she should. The only right answer to follow up for the CC is gonna be the Lapu or the YZ. I would let them take Lapu and Ruby here. Okay, they're gonna take Eve. If I was Hydra, I would have taken the Lapu and the Ruby. Because now, realistically speaking, Requiem can also... Oh, CC Angela. That is going to be tough. That is going to be a tough combo to deal with. Ruby is still open. I think one of these teams should take Ruby. And because it's going to be banned in the second half of the draft. I feel like it could be. CC Gold, Ruby EXP. Ruby can go up against the Lapu. Angela can ult either one of them. Okay. That's me again, I guess. Alright. I mean, okay, sure. That works. Does no one play Export Jungle anymore? Did that fall off for some reason?
Sir, what's your command? Your team is banning.
Okay, Hydra's gonna run Fanny.
Your team is banning.
Who is Fanny gonna gank though? They're running a fighter in both side lanes for the side of Requiem. So why Fanny? Like that's a lot of sustain. They had a Fanny last game. Fanny couldn't kill the Angela because Angela's new playstyle it doesn't require her to step out anymore.
Time to drop the beat of the flash.
Your team is banning.
Very interesting.
Experience the euphony of
Your
suffering.
team is picking.
I've been waiting
Your
for too
team is
long.
picking.
Okay, carry is a good response. I like the carry pick. But I don't like the carry pick as it stands right now. I want to see something that can help this carry in the long run. Yen. Are we seeing Yen being played in a tournament, you guys? Oh, okay. I thought they locked that in. Fredrin into the carry. Fredrin into carry Eve.
Let there be rock.
I didn't cure the pain. I
Your team is picking.
I really don't like that Valentina pick. Cho in the roam position.
protect lives.
Okay, Hylos. Okay, I like the Hylos pick. All right. Well, you guys, this is the full draft of game number 2 for Requiem versus Hydra. Looking at the drafts, I think I'm more in favor of... I'm gonna have to say Requiem. Like, there's answers for it on Hydra's side. Actually, I'm thinking. I really don't like the Valentina pick. The only viable ultimate she can really take is Eve's real world manipulation.
Welcome to Mobile Legends. 5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
Okay, well, we'll see how they play. I'm not too sure about the Fanny again here, but she is capable of snowballing, but if you don't close out the game early to mid, then Fanny kind of falls off. We're already seeing a very strong mid lane roam duo with the Eve as well as the Hylos. I love this combo. I love playing with it. We are going to see Fanny go up to the Letho, and both these teams are going to try to get it. We are going to see a Retribution being popped by Fredrin, and he did lose out on that Letho as well. So it's going to be a relatively slow early game, but there's going to be a lot of pressure coming in from the side of Hydra because of that Eve and Hylos combination. Okay, but in the top side, we're going to see early Vengeance being popped out onto CC with a little bit of a lane freeze happening here. Down in the bot side, though, we are seeing a little bit of engage, a lot of pressure being put on to Seiya here on this Hylos, but the control first blood is going to go into the hands of Requiem. We already see them setting up for the first neutral objective. Eve does have her level 4. Angela's not really in a good position for this fight. She doesn't have any mana. She doesn't have her level 4. Bravest Fighter Stance goes down onto the Lapu Lapu. Down comes the real world manipulation. Fredrin being able to secure the turtle. And is he going to escape? We are going to see Angela with the hard guard. Fanny comes in with the cables. The mobility comes out. She is going to be able to find that kill onto Fredrin and make it out alive, and that is going to be a 1-to-1 trade with the neutral objective going into the hands of Requiem, though. So I think it's a pretty solid start on both these teams here. Angela using her hard guard onto CC up top, but it doesn't matter. She has her ultimate pretty quickly. We are seeing them making an engaged top side, putting a lot of pressure onto the Esmeralda at the bottom lane, and they are going to take her off of the board. We are seeing them try to put some pressure onto the CC. Down goes the Vengeance as well as the hard guard, baiting out a lot of utility here, and I like that this is the approach that Hydra is taking. They're baiting out utility before they actually go in for any commitments, which I like that. I think that is going to be one of their keys to winning, especially with this Fanny. Burn out some of the resources so Fanny can come in and do her thing and get it done. We are going to see them going in for this CC now. Going to take her down, burst her down pretty quickly, forcing out that flicker. And yeah, this is the type of pressure that they're gonna have to provide if they want to make their composition work. And again, I think they're gonna lose out because Valentina is she's not gonna offer much here. The Hylos ult is not gonna really help them much. I think she was better off trying to get the real worm manipulation. We are gonna see Lapu with the glory, with the engage. They're gonna find 2 kills there. Oh, but on the top side though, a solo kill with the CC, which is good. Breathing some life back into their team. But overall, early game is looking in favor of Hydra. That's gonna be 2 kills, a double kill. And the tower as well. The economy is not looking good for Requiem. Win condition for Requiem right now is help CC get that tower and get her out of this lane. That's what they have to do. Esmeralda is not really going to be able to offer much. We're barely seeing Eve use the real world manipulation to get anything done, so that's the point of them picking her to counter that. Like I said, as long as CC is present with the Angela, that is going to help them win these team fights. To the follow-up that is going to be provided onto when Fredrin does stack that crowd control, that's what they need. Oh, they are jumping on to this Eve here. Is she going to be able to? Nope, she is not. As she was taken off of the board. Now it's just Lapu versus 4 members of Requiem. He does have the bravest fighter stance. Is it going to be enough to help him survive? The glorious pathway comes out from Hylos to try to save him. Is it going to be enough? Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Just delayed the inevitable. And you can run away from a lot, but you cannot outrun death, unfortunately. CC has to continuously apply that pressure here. I think if they focused on the CC earlier on, maybe things would have been a little bit differently for them in that early game. But we're approaching mid game, and a lot can happen. Looking at late game, I think both teams have a pretty... Do they have a solid late? Because I'm looking at Carrie. Carrie is pretty good late game, obviously, when she gets her items. Oh, Angela's kind of low. Fanny doesn't have energy. Down comes the retribution. Unfortunately, not enough damage. Oh, Fredrin is going to miss his ultimate, and that's going to cost him his life, and that is so unfortunate. Okay, so looking at the items, we are seeing CC with her War Axe as well as the Brute Force. So she is starting to scale up pretty nicely as well. Angela with that Flask of Oasis is going to offer a little bit more sustainability and utility as well. Looking at the side of Hydra, Carrie already picking up 2 of her core items. She's going to build into that DHS, but speaking of, we are going to see a little bit of an engage happening here. Halo's being taken quite low. CC doing CC things, applying that chip damage that stacks up pretty well over time. No one's gonna fall in that engage. And I'm excited to see how this first Lord fight is going to go. They are clearing out this mid lane that they're gonna have to respond to. I like that Fanny is in the bot side. Someone is gonna have to respond to that bot lane, and Fanny is gonna be able to help her team for the turtle. And if they don't respond to the bot lane, it's gonna give them the upper hand when it comes to lane pressure. Personally, whenever my team lets me play Angela, usually we would just have the Angela clear the lanes because she could just ult and be in team fights. And speaking of team fights here, we are going to see a real world manipulation comes down to apply the slow. Carry is going to get that shutdown onto the CC. And if I am Requiem, I would not fight without CC. CC is definitely giving main character. So without her, there's no winning. Unfortunately. We are going to see a bit of an engage here. Nice taunt coming in. We are going to see Fanny being able to pick up that kill onto this Valentina. Carry with the damage stacking is going to find that kill. CC, however, is going to be able to find that trade right back onto the carry. And again, you guys, I feel like there's always... So, draft kind of decides how the game is going to go a little bit. You know, like it plays a huge part. And if you kind of lose out on the draft, you kind of make the match harder for yourself. And again, I'm gonna mention it often because why Valentina? Why? I don't get it. I really don't. Nice hard guard coming out onto the CC, going for the back line. She was able to take out the Eve. However, the fight's not done. We're seeing Fredrin go in. Down comes the falling star move from Esmeralda, trying to apply that crowd control onto Lapu Lapu. Valentina is going to be able to secure that kill, and that is going to be 2 members in favor of Requiem. Fanny is at the blue buff. Is she going to be able to get it in time? Yes, she does. Oh, stacking that crowd control. CC is going to be able to find that kill. Okay, that's the win condition. And I hope Requiem is able to keep doing what they're doing right now. Carry was able to find that kill, though, onto the Fredrin. So both these teams have answers for each other, like I was saying in the draft earlier on. It's just gonna come down to execution. But the biggest win condition for Requiem is that CC Angela combo. Win condition for Hydra, I'm gonna say Fanny is doing her thing. But it's gonna come down to Carry and I think Hylos. So they have to layer those slows that's gonna come in from the Eve to make it easier for Carry to like burst down the front line that's coming their way. Eve just picked up the Ice Queen one, so I think that is also gonna be a huge power spike for them. Down comes the real world manipulation. Carry is gonna get the shutdown like I was talking about, them stacking that slows. Ooh, Fredrin just living with a slither of HP. And with CC off of the board, they can put some pressure into this mid lane. Honestly, they could have started trying to get the Lord, but I think they want to open up the map a little bit more, and they can afford to do just that. Fanny is coming in. Carrie is going to find the killing spree. A nice stun there coming in from Lapu Lapu. We are going to see Carrie flickering in. She is going to find that double kill. Are they potentially looking for the end? Do they have the minions here? They do. They are locking onto the tower. And again, Hydra gonna be able to take game number 2 as well in this best of 5 series. Looking at some of the post-game stats here, Fanny securing the MVP. That's, you guys, when we say things doesn't work in draft, like I wasn't sure about the Fanny. There is still things that they can do, because like I said, it's a 5v5, it's not a 1v9. And when you have that team coordination, you can make anything work. And Fanny did exactly what she was supposed to do. I loved the Eve as well as the high-lows pairing. Requiem definitely could have taken this game, but I feel like where they fell short, I don't understand why they're forcing the Esmeralda. And then slotting in the Valentina in the mid lane, like why? Like yeah, I don't know. G next, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Hello everyone! Today, we're showcasing our next hero revamp, Freya, the Valkyrie! Revamp Freya retains her Sacred Orb mechanic, while her ultimate now sends her diving at a target location. And her second skill no longer has a base cooldown for smoother skill rotations and gameplay. Valkyrie Freya! Passive, Power of Einherjar. Freya retains her special Sacred Orbs that buff attack speed when consumed, but Sacred Orbs now gradually refill when out of combat, in addition to being generated from basic attacks. First skill, Leap of Faith. Freya's first skill has been adjusted. Freya still leaps to a target location and slams down with her shield, but the impact now knocks enemies within the area airborne, deals physical damage, and grants a shield. Second skill, Valkyrie Slash. Freya's second skill has been optimized by having its base cooldown removed. With each cast, Freya consumes Sacred Orbs to lunge forward with a powerful slash, dealing physical damage. Ultimate, Valkyrie Descent. The revamped ultimate now has a movement component. When cast, Freya now dives at a target location with the Valkyrie's might, dealing physical damage and slowing enemies along the way and at the impact zone. Upon landing, Freya enters the Valkyrie state for 12 seconds. In this state, her basic attacks ramp up damage with each hit and heal her and deal splash damage. During the laning phase, use Freya's first skill to close the gap on enemies and knock them airborne while giving herself a shield. Use her second skill once, followed by 2 enhanced basic attacks to make use of the attack speed bonus and generate more Sacred Orbs from her passive. In teamfights, use Freya's ultimate to dive the enemy backline and start dealing splash damage. Use her first skill to CC enemies and shield herself, then alternate between her second skill and AoE basic attacks to bring them down. Upgrade Freya's second skill at level 1. And continue to prioritize upgrading her second skill. To maximize damage, alternate between Freya's second skill and basic attacks. With no cooldown, Freya's second skill can be used frequently for damage and mobility. Freya's Sacred Orbs will refill automatically when out of combat, and she can use her second skill to quickly cut across the map, while stacking her attack speed effect up to 6 times. Freya should wait until the enemy's key skills are on cooldown before engaging with her ultimate. Since Freya has extra basic attack range in Valkyrie state, aim her ultimate at the enemy's flank, and use her second skill and AoE basic attacks to attack enemies and weave out of harm's way. We recommend the Marksman emblem with Thrill, Weapons Master, and Warcry talents for Freya. The attack speed and adaptive attack from Marksman emblem are perfect for Freya's skill and basic attack combos, and the additional lifesteal means more survivability in teamfights. Weave basic attacks between Freya's skills to consistently trigger Warcry, providing a nice damage bonus for her sustained combat playstyle. Thrill provides adaptive attack to help Freya in the early game. Weapons Master amplifies any adaptive attack from equipment, emblems, and skills, offering good synergy with Thrill. We recommend this semi-tank build for Freya to take full advantage of her passive's attack speed effect, for more survivability and an easier time dishing out damage. Golden Staff is Freya's core equipment. Its unique passive allows Freya to build sacred orbs more quickly and trigger multiple instances of healing during her ultimate, pushing her damage and survivability to the next level. Pick up Oracle in the mid-game to enhance Freya's self-healing in her ultimate state for more survivability, and add Brute Force Breastplate in the late game to reduce the time Freya is controlled during teamfights. We recommend the Vengeance battle spell for Freya to help her survive enemy focus fire during teamfights. We also recommend Flicker to combo with her first skill to CC enemies from greater distances. Freya can also take Inspire for the attack speed for more damage and healing from basic attacks during her ultimate. Freya not only has exceptional mobility, she also excels in prolonged engagements, making her highly effective against fragile, low HP marksmen such as Leslie and Ixia. Her excellent sustained damage and mobility also allows her to counter tanks with low damage, like Uranus and Bashia. However, all of Freya's skills have movement components, making her vulnerable to Phoveus' unique counter. Using her skills near Phoveus will allow him to quickly gain energy for his enhanced basic attacks. Freya is vulnerable to CC and movement disabling effects, so Mincathar and Obsidia's ultimates can lock her down completely. In order for Freya to maximize her damage, she prefers heroes with CC, like Beleric and Gotogacha, to lock down the enemy for her. Freya excels in sustained combat but can get shut down by CC, so it's important to know when to engage. Use Freya's second skill to clear lanes quickly while using her enhanced basic attacks to trade with the opponent. Freya's first skill is great for closing gaps and poking, and the shield and CC will help with securing solo kills. In mid to late game teamfights, Freya can save her ultimate to clean up weakened enemies. Since Freya is not particularly durable, wait until enemy skills are on cooldown before engaging with her ultimate to maximize damage with minimal resistance. Revamp Freya will be available November 5th. And until next time, we'll be seeing you in the Land of Dawn!
What is that?
Whoa, SpongeBob! That looks like us!
Friends! Wow! Guess what I found here? I'm ready! I'm ready! I'm ready! Let's go, everyone!
This is so fun!
Patrick!
SpongeBob!
Ah! What a dangerous adventure!
Hello guys, welcome back to MLDT Season 8C Finals. We have Hydra versus Requiem today. And so far, Hydra has, it's 2-0 in favor of Hydra. So if Requiem wants to stand a chance, they need to win this third game, because if Hydra wins, that is going to be a clean sweep. So I'm gonna ask you guys, do you guys think it's gonna be a sweep, or do you think it's Requiem is going to surprise us? Oh, Lucas wants to see a comeback. I want to see a comeback too, honestly. I feel like Requiem has the potential. I just don't like some of the decision making made in the draft. It will be a 3-1. Someone wants to see a 3-2. Okay. Hi, Ram. Please give Maisie a shout out. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Maisie. Hope you enjoy your day today. Wow, it's so late for you guys. It is 11:31 a.m. for me at the moment. Ooh, someone says they think Requiem will reverse sweep. You think that's gonna happen? Well, what drafting? Huh? If I'm happy with the draft, I'm gonna say that's a good sign. Also, while I'm here, Hydra, do you guys need a new member? I'm Rem. You know, I'm up for grabs if you guys want a member. You know, I have a really nice understanding of the game. I can play, you know. I main Odette. Shout out to Odette players. So Hydra, if you guys need I play mage though. So, I can sub for your mage. Yeah? Okay, nice, nice, nice. I'm kidding, by the way.
I will choose my own path.
Your team is banning.
Okay, we are jumping into the draft of our third game. All right, so we are going to see Arlad being taken off of the board for Hydra. I think it's safe that CC might get banned here, right? In the first phase. We've seen the Eve, and the CC. Angela is also a pretty safe ban as well.
Welcome to Grok's castle, tiny friend.
I don't think Hydra is gonna be the one to ban the CC because they have first pick, and so I think Requiem, if they do ban, they're gonna be the ones to ban the CC, maybe.
Sir, what's your command?
Oh, Fanny is gonna get banned. Okay. Alright. I respect it. It's a respect ban, so I can respect that. But there's a lot of stuff open. Oh. They left the YSS open again. CC Alice. I feel like Alice is risky without that Angela. I'm okay with the CC pick. I think the CC is always going to be a solid prio pick.
Play the hero. I will be the truth this world desperately needs.
CCYZ. I like that. I think that's a good answer.
And it will soon be your burial ground.
If they do lack in that glue, the only viable response for that is gonna be the Faramis. I think it's kind of obvious. And Faramis does do well into that composition as well. I don't think they're gonna go for glue here. Yeah.
Kimmy's gonna bring you a cold iceberg.
They're gonna lock in the Kimmy, which is gonna be in that mid position. I don't think they're gonna do Kimmy Gold, not against the CC. They can pick up the Eve here if they wanted to. I think the Eve is pretty solid. Zushin as well can be pretty solid with their composition. They have enough frontline for her.
Your team is banning.
Okay, they're gonna take the Joy in the jungle. It could work. Bans here.
Rocks need no no protection from the rain.
Why would y'all ban Basha? Y'all think Hydra would play Basha Rome? Requiem, do you guys think Hydra would play Basha Rome? Interesting.
Will it grant immortality or death?
I also don't really understand the Alice ban. Your team kind of counters the Alice.
Muscle of iron. Bones of steel.
Also, guys, there's something that's gonna be spawning in the draft.
Been itching for a real fight.
Your team is picking.
Oh. Okay, guys, go redeem the code. Redeem the code, you guys. I don't understand the Alice ban or the Basha ban at all.
Tremble before the might of Taurus.
Your team is picking.
I think the Kali is kind of solid. Now one thing that I do know, okay, let's look at some win conditions here. For Requiem, Kimmy into CC and Yuzhang is gonna be hard for Kimmy if they know what they're doing. I've been on the receiving end of a YZ when I played Kimmy in the mid lane. Was not fun at all. I was showing off my silver medal at the end of the game, even though we won, but you know, still my team carried. So that's one win condition for them. Joy can get to the back line, can make it harder for the Kimmy. Also, something that they can keep in mind. However, you have to get through a Lapu Lapu as well as a Minotaur. And wow, interesting. Okay, guys, for those of you just joining, I am Ram. I am casting your matches today. This is our MLDT Season 8 C Finals. And we have Team Hydra versus Team Requiem. I also, again, want to say thank you guys, the viewers, the members of the server, for showing up and supporting us for all of our events, because without you guys, we would not be able to do any of this without you. Our community is just as important as anything that we do behind the scenes, whether that's our moderators, event facilitators, casters. We do this for you, for the community. So you guys encourage us to keep going, and it just means a lot. So shout out to you guys. And again, that being said, let us enjoy the matches that we have here today. I'm hoping to see maybe at least like one win, at least for Requiem. You know, I feel like they have it in them. They're finalists, so there's a lot of potential. So I believe in them. I believe. Looking at early game, we already seeing some poke being exchanged. We are seeing a little bit of a setup for that Lethal Wanderer. Joy was able to pick that up. Ooh, nice damage there onto Kalia. They're being able to poke down the Kimmy. Okay, I like what I'm seeing so far. Also, guys, it's just me, but I love the sound effects on Joy's MLBB anniversary skin. I'm not Joy, sorry, CC's. I love it. It sounds so like let's listen to that. It sounds so beautiful. All right, we are setting up for the first neutral objective of the game. YSS does have his level 4. Joy as well has her level 4. She's setting up in the bush here. YSS taking Kalia down pretty low. She is half HP. Joy doesn't have her buff. YSS is going towards his buff side, so I think they're maybe going to give up this first neutral objective, and I think it's smart. When your team is kind of behind and you're going up against a YZ, sometimes it's not worth it. So I like the decision making coming in from the side of Hydra. Because you can give up a turtle, that's okay. It's better than trying to fight for a turtle and then lose, than dying and getting wiped and losing up on the objective. So it's just certain things to think about. And YSS is a Snowball character. Speaking of Snowball, is able to find that first blood. We are gonna see YZ though gonna be able to get that trade onto him, and that's bad. It's a bad sign for YSS. Dying in the early game, it's gonna lower his farm, and he needs to snowball, or else he doesn't work. We're already seeing Joy like being in his jungle. I like that, starving him out. Meanwhile, his team is in the mid lane. That's a really nice early game for Requiem, I will say. I like how things are looking for Requiem this time around. I hope they keep it up. Like, I really hope they keep it up. Nice ultimate there coming in from the Minotaur, and they were able to find a nice double pick off there. But Joy already finding the second neutral objective of the game. And it's interesting, right? They gave up 2 turtles, and if we look at the gold lead, it's just leading by like 400 gold. And that's why it's so important to keep up your farm, especially on the YSS. So people may think, oh, he gave up the first turtle, but during that first turtle, he was in his jungle. Because as a jungler, you really should not be doing anything. Like, there should be no points in the game where you're not doing anything. And YSS, looking at how he's navigating the map, he's always farming, always getting something done. So he's keeping up on his farm, whether the team gets the turtle or not. But there is a team fight. Real world manipulation comes down. Lapu gets taken off of the board. Minotaur with the 3-person knockup. Joy putting her work onto the backline though, so there's not really much that they can do to follow up onto that engage. That is going to be 3 members down. 4-2. Make that 4 members down. 4-2 in favor of Requiem. Looking at some of these items that's being picked up here, Kimmy did opt to go in for that Sky Piercers as her first item. I probably would have went for Glowing Wand instead of the Sky Piercers first. That's just me personally. Looking at the side of Requiem, a lot of first core items being built here. We are going to see a little bit of a kidnapping happening. Eve comes down with the real manipulation. Joy with the ultimate in the backline was able to find some kills of her own, and that's going to be 3 members down for the side of Hydra, as well as that first tower in the mid lane. They are going to be able to navigate towards this third turtle. Um, and yes, I like the early game. I like how they're playing this time around. And it's giving... Okay, we let Hydra think that they had the lead on us, and now we're actually gonna start playing seriously. You know, were they playing mind games all along, chat? They do have a lot of the map is in their favor. They can roam more freely than Hydra can at this moment. There's a lot of openings that they can take, a lot of pick-off potentials that they can have as well. So, like I said, I'm hoping that they keep up this momentum. Like, I really, really do hope, because they're playing beautifully. I like the rotations. I like the decision makings that they're making this time around. Wow, Joy just getting that kill for free. YZ with the dragon goes in. That's gonna be 2 members down, and the fight didn't even really start yet. Okay, alright, true. A for effort, I guess. Okay, as we're approaching the 10-minute mark, entering that mid-game, let's see how things are being scaled up right now. Looking at the side of Requiem, Joy already having that Holy Crystal is a big spike in damage. Gonna be pretty much almost unstoppable. Eve having the Wishing Lantern is gonna just add on to that poke damage. We're seeing both fighters having some of their core items as well, in terms of that YZ as well as the CC, who opted to go in for the Malefic Roar early on. I like that. I really do, into that composition. Lapu dies in, can melt him down pretty easily. Minnow goes in, can melt him down pretty easily as well. And we're not seeing a lot of defense. Minnow is going to build that Flask of the Oasis next, right? And the only other defense item he has right now is magic. Yeah, there's not a lot of frontline or sustainability for the side of Hydra right now. And speaking of that, their only frontline just got completely shredded. YZ with the ultimate to create some space in that opening. Joy is going to be able to find a kill onto YSS under the tower. Now the Lord did get shredded, but they still do have the lane pressure for the side of Requiem here. Pretty much going to be able to open up this base here. Minotaur is going to be prioritized. He is going to be taken down off of the board. That's going to be 2 members down for the side of Hydra. Will they be able to defend this? Okay, a nice defense comes in. Yves being able to find that kill with the real world manipulation though. And they still do have the number advantage. There is the minions. The base is being prioritized and it is going to be taken down. And this is what I like to see. Requiem All right, guys. So get ready on the stream. We are going to be showing another code pretty soon. But while that gets set up, y'all look out for that code, okay? Now, this is what I like to see. Requiem, they played beautifully. I liked their draft. I didn't agree with some of the bans, but the draft was good. The execution of the draft was done well. And I think what these two teams need to like realize is the power of the Eve. Okay? Power of the Eve. I believe the code is being shown to you guys now, so look out for the code, guys. Something that I didn't agree with, I didn't really like, yes, the Chu does have MVP. I don't really think it offered much. I think if you're gonna run Chow, you need like something capable of bursting. There's not really much burst. It's like the same if you choose to run like a Franco or something. So that's like one of my only critiques for the side of Hydra. But really nice game played by Requiem.
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Navigators safeguard the lighthouses across the Nexus Sea. It is a responsibility that we must uphold.
That looks like us!
Wow! Guess what I found here? I'm ready! I'm ready! Let's go, everyone!
This is so fun!
What a day for this adventure!
Always be with you.
That's it! Come on, guys!
Target acquired! Frontier Justice! Ready, go!
My best friend!
For all the Laylas out there!
Layla! Now!
You should have never tampered with the lighthouses. Cause I am a navigator! I'm gonna be the best navigator ever!
I know you will.
I thought it was finally over. Until I heard the whisper of the void.
Clouds, follow my flow. Let the shifting cloud witness our adventure!
Permission to come aboard, Captain! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da! What is that?
Whoa, SpongeBob! That looks like us!
Friends! Wow! Guess what I found here? I'm ready! I'm ready! I'm ready! Let's go, everyone!
This is so fun!
Patrick!
SpongeBob!
Ah! What a dangerous adventure!
That's it! Come on, guys!
My best friend!
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Navigators safeguard the lighthouses across the Nexus Sea. It is a responsibility that we must uphold. always be with you.
Target acquired! Frontier Justice! Ready, go! For all the Laylas out there!
Layla! Now!
You should have never tampered with the lighthouses. 'Cause I am a navigator! I'm gonna be the best navigator ever!
I know you will.
Clouds, follow my flow. Let the shifting cloud witness our adventure!
Permission to come aboard, Captain! Da-da-da-da-da-da! Da-da-da-da-da-da! What is that?
Whoa, SpongeBob! That Looks like us!
Friends! Wow! Guess what I found here? I'm ready! I'm ready! I'm ready! Let's go, everyone!
This is so fun!
Patrick!
SpongeBob!
Ah! What a dangerous adventure!
That's it! Come on, guys!
My best friend!
Clouds, follow my flow. Let the shifting cloud witness our adventure!
Hello guys, welcome back to our MLDT Season 8 C Finals. We have Hydra versus Requiem. This is the best of 5 series, and currently we are 2-1 in favor of Hydra. Requiem was able to stop a complete sweep in the third game, and they were able to play beautifully and save themselves into competing for this Season 8 championship. Is it going to be a reverse sweep? Is it going to be 3-1? Well, you just have to stay tuned to find out. I'm Ram. I'm going to be casting your matches today. Yeah, I'm excited to see how things are going to go this time. So we're jumping into the draft for our 4th game. Now, some things that I want to point out that is really strong that I think these teams should keep in mind. That Eve has been a problem regardless of which side picked it up. So I think they should keep that in mind. I think if they want to ban out a mage, which they have, Eve is probably going to be the best way to go. She's just very dominant in that mid lane. You can't really dive her for free. She has the poke, she has the cooldown, she has the resources to just play safe and be a consistent threat.
Let's make the whole world
the CC as well has been very dominant in all of these matches. What else? The Yuzhang, oh, I think YZ has only been picked up a few times, but he's also very strong. So yeah, we are gonna see the Angela Florin being banned out for the side of Requiem. Hydra, they love their Mathilda Arlott ban, so we're gonna see that being banned out for them as well. And there's a lot of things that could be banned, but both these teams have like different
What's your command? Your team is banning.
like goals and play styles, so they aren't really banning out, let's say, what you'll see banned in your ranked matches. They're leaving a lot of things open, and they can play around it. Like, we've seen them be able to navigate going versus some of those meta picks and those priority picks, so I have complete faith in them. They're gonna go ahead and ban out the Fanny again. I respect the respect bans. So yeah, but things that's open again, we saw the Joy being picked up. She was pretty strong. CC is open, Lapu's open. Ruby, I'm really shocked I have not seen any of these teams play Ruby. I think the Ruby is very strong. But yeah, I think Eve is gonna be picked up again. I don't think they're gonna let the Eve go for free. They might do the Eve Yuzhang again. And see how that goes, or Eve Lapu Lapu. One of them. Maybe. I don't know how I feel about this the Zushin. Okay. They're gonna go ahead and take the Zushin instead. Of the Eve. Not angry at it at all. Requiem is gonna go ahead and take the Kalia again, which worked pretty well. Isn't this what they had? Okay, wait. The Zushin makes sense. The Zushin makes sense because when they pick their third hero for when they pick the third hero for Hydra, they're gonna ban the Eve. They're gonna ban the Eve right after, so that's gonna deny Requiem a mage pick. So it makes sense now. I see what they did there.
I saved my nation from falling apart.
Also, you guys, the code is going to be shown, so get ready anytime soon.
Your team is banning.
My kiss.
Your
Will
team
it grant
is banning.
immortality or death?
I still don't understand the Alice bans.
Among the planes exists the equal.
See, I called it. I knew they were gonna ban the Eve.
Was made for.
I'm gonna put Requiem in a little bit of a chokehold to see what mage now is available for them to slot in.
Need no protection from the rain. Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
Gato. I like the Gato. I think the Gato is pretty solid. It's a nice combo with the Zushin as well. It's also a little bit of an anti-dive composition. Sicilian. I'm okay with the Joy. I think the Joy is good.
Your team is picking.
Kimmy is also not too bad as well. Are they gonna put Fredra in gold if they lock this in? I think Carrie is gonna have a hard time. Harith is not bad. I think the Harith is fine. They have decent frontline. They have a little bit more magic damage output. Because we all know Zushin is mostly crowd control and poke. So okay, I think I'm not angry or upset at any of these drafts. I think both of them are pretty solid. It's just gonna come down to execution. All right, so for those of you joining in, I'm Rem. I'm casting your matches for you today. This is MLDT Season 8C Finals. We have Team Hydra versus Team Requiem, and it is currently 2-1 in favor of Team Hydra. So, is Hydra going to be able to reclaim the glory and be Season 8's MLDT champions? Or is Team Requiem coming out for blood? Stay tuned to find out. In the mid lane, we're already seeing a lot of damage being exchanged on both sides. And I like how intense things are already. Down in the bot side, we're already seeing them with some early game rotations as well. When conditions for both teams help YSS snowball, for the side of Hydra, and team condition for Requiem, again, I would say get CC out of that lane as fast as possible. Oh, are we gonna see an early first blood pick off here? Kimmy with the knockup, they are gonna go in on her, and that is 2 utilities wasted before the first neutral objective, which puts Team Hydra in a really, really good position here. Oh, they got the immobilize onto Zushin, but Kimmy is going to be taken out of the board for it. Hydra already in a good position for this. Not going to be able to go in on the engage, which is interesting. Seeing them looking to put some pressure onto CC. They got her vengeance, which puts them in a pretty good position here. Kimmy with the ultimate, Zushin popping hers as well. In response, Gato is going to use his to disengage, and that's a lot of resources used on both sides. Oh, in the top side, we're seeing Harith winning that 1v1 trade. Almost getting the kill onto CC, but wait. Gato. Oh, almost. Almost. They baited out a lot of utility coming out from the Zushin pre-turtle fight. YZ is up here. We're seeing them looking for the engage. There he does go in. YSS dashes away. He was able to secure the turtle nonetheless. YZ with the Black Dragon still very prominent, looking to offer some zoning here. Lapu Lapu is going to be able to take CC off of the board, and YZ unfortunately got left alone in that entire engage, and he did pay the price for it. We're gonna see Hydra is gonna be able to get that tower on the top lane. Kalia does go in, attempting to grab someone. She does, but unfortunately it only is gonna lead to her death. CC was able to get the kill onto Lapu Lapu. Ooh, a nice taunt combo there coming in from Gato as well as Zushin. Down in the bot side though, 1v1 between both junglers, YSS being able to take that kill. Wow, Gato survived that engage. Someone who didn't survive though was Harith. YSS did get the ults, but he survived, shockingly. Joy does go in, and she was able to pick up that steal onto the third neutral objective. I think here is going to be a pretty solid time to see some of the items that they do have picked up here. Okay, so looking at YSS right now, he hasn't died yet. He does have 5k gold, as well as the Harith as well. Both having their first 2 core items. Looking at some of the defense, Gato did prioritize the Radiant armor, so he does have that magic defense, where a lot of the damage coming in from the side of up. But speaking of damage coming in, hold on the items, because there is more to talk about right now. Kalia was taken off of the board there, unfortunately. And again, now, Kimmy, I don't know. The Kimmy is good, but you really need to have like a good opening for her. And it's hard for her to find that opening because there's just so many things that she has to dodge. Joy was able to pick up a double, make that a triple kill though. You know what? We're gonna call that a maniac. We're gonna say that's an unofficial maniac for Joy. All right, we're gonna recognize that as a maniac. All right, so continuing with the items where we left off, Joy was able to secure that holy crystal, so we're gonna see a big spike in that damage. Speaking of spikes, Zushin picking up that Sky Piercers. We do know it's a clutch item for her, and we may potentially be able to see some more kills being finalized due to them having that Sky Piercers. In terms of defense, there's not really much defense happening here. Harith, I'm pretty sure, is trying to build into that holy crystal as well. A nice combo here from the Kimmy, bidding out a lot of utility, but not much follow-up. YZ though with the follow-up onto the back line. Joy almost being taken out of the board. Gato having to use his ult offensively. Oh, Kalia though gonna be taken off the board. That's gonna be a double kill into the hands of the Harith due to that CC coming in from the Zushin. But look at Joy. She's looking to make something happen. She's getting bursted pretty quickly though. Is going to have to recall here, and this is gonna be the first Lord going in favor of Hydra potentially here. Yep, they are going to be able to claim that Lord, and we're going to see a little bit of a reset happening. Yep, Harith was able to secure his Holy Crystal, so we're going to see a lot more damage coming in from him into these fights. And we're pretty much entered that mid to late game, and it's really going to see how these team fights turn out. They are trying to sync these lanes here. Lord is getting bursted down pretty quickly though. So they're not going to have that much to worry about, but we are seeing them putting some priority into that bot lane. Gonna open up the map on the other side, which is still a fair trade, I believe. Oh, and the top side we're seeing a little 1v1 happening here with YSS. He got saved by oh my gosh, the name of that item is escaping me right now. His rose gold. He got saved by the shield from the rose gold. Okay, Gato uses the ultimate to go in. Kalia also trying to grab someone but getting bursted before anything gets done. Yu Zhang as well, getting poked out in his black dragon form. Nice. Giving that blue buff to Harith is going to help him with his sustain in these fights here. We're seeing them keeping a lot of pressure on the lane where the Lord is spawning. They want to ensure that they have control over that top side part of the map here. Oh, down goes Yu Zhang to the Harith. It's pretty much a solo kill right there. And speaking of solo kills, the Lord is not going to be contested for the side of Requiem. Okay, looking at some more of the items that is being picked up here. We haven't seen any Skypiercer sack since the Zushin bought the item. But I still believe that it's gonna come in clutch. Harith was able to pick up the Divine Glaive, so we're gonna see a lot more damage coming in. And again, in terms of defense, there's not really much magic defense coming in from the side of Requiem, when that's where majority of the damage is coming in for the side of Hydra. So it might be a little bit too late by the time that magic defense comes in. But when conditioned, they have to try to get a pick off. Oh, but speaking of trying to get a pick off, we are going to see a conceal play happening. Yu Zhang is going to use out his dragon. It might be a bit too prematurely. We are seeing Hydra trying to clear out these waves. Lord already into the tower. We are going to see that taunt coming in. Harith with the ultimate. We are going to see them diving, and that's going to be a mega kill. Joy with the electrifying beats being able to find a kill, but she is going to be taken down as well. That's going to be a double kill into the hands of this Harith. Gato goes in. We are going to see a kidnap. That is going to be a kill on to the Yi-Sun Shin, but are they going to be able to defend? Yes, they are defending. Oh my goodness. What a save coming in from Requiem. That is insane. Now the question is, will they be able to defend like that for a second time? Oh, we're seeing Joy going in for the back line, baiting out some utility. She is still going to be able to secure that kill onto the Zushin, but she is going to fall for it though. But in the mid lane, Harith being able to pick up a kill. Lapu still in the fray. We are going to see the follow-up coming in from the Gaso with his ultimate. And man, is 2 members left to defend here. A lot of damage coming in from this Harith as well as that YSS. We are going to see the vengeance being popped by CC, but unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. And wow. Okay, so honestly, beautiful game played. I wish all the other matches was as intense as this one. I like both teams played beautifully, I think. Hydra did a really good job as well, being able to snowball and just keep the momentum going. So yes, you guys, unfortunately this brings us to the end of our MLDT Season 8 finals, and the grand champions are going to be Hydra. So I was Ram, and it was my pleasure casting these matches for you. But you guys, this may be the end, but don't leave just yet, because we have a few more codes coming in. So without further ado, you guys, it was a pleasure casting for you, but like I said, stay tuned for the codes. Bye.
Daddy, what's a navigator?
Navigators safeguard the lighthouses across the Nexus Sea. It is a responsibility that we must uphold.
Come aboard, Captain.
Ready, go! For all the Laylas out there!
Layla! Now!
You should have never tampered with the lighthouses. 'Cause I am a navigator! I'm gonna be the best navigator ever!
I know you will.
I thought it was finally over. Until I heard the whisper of the void.